Hello everyone. It's been a while since I made some video content, so I wanted to sort of hop on and I have a whole list of things that people have been asking me questions about, so I wanted to address some of the things that people are feeling challenged by as it relates to narcissistic abuse. And a big issue we're seeing that's coming to light is the family court system. It is domestic terrorism. This is a place where it happens in a vacuum, and the judges either don't care, don't understand, or both. And it's creating major trauma for children and families, with reunification camps and rhetoric around parental alienation. And this is kind of the worst experience for people who go through narcissistic abuse. This is the chef's kiss for the narcissist, which is to exploit their children and punish their ex via their children, especially the special needs child. This is the number one thing that narcissists, sociopaths, psychopaths will exploit, is the special needs child. But their children are always exploited in the family court system. They never mediate. This is sport for them. Creating chaos and playing games is sort of their forte. So where better else can they do that is the family court system, which sort of is happening silently, because these are scenarios where you are disallowed from going out into the public and discussing matters that have occurred within the family court system. But the judges are oftentimes also corrupt, and they are getting financial donations from attorneys that are in bed with them, and others. So people with resources will potentially be breaking bread with those judges in community organizations, etc. So it's rather corrupt, and there are plenty of opportunities for judges to recuse themselves where they do not. And so we see children being put into the realm with their abusive parent. Why? Because also the abuser is really adept at putting on a show and playing the victim, and they understand how to portray themselves in a public setting versus what and who they are behind the scenes. So they've been doing this their entire lives. This is the con person, the fraud that is the narcissist. So they have become very skilled at portraying themselves. We see this with poets, priests, and politicians. So they know how to kiss babies and stab you in the back at the same time. So they are very adept at putting on that facade, that superficial view of them versus what's actually going on behind the scenes, which is chilling in many respects, because these are people that are extremely hazardous. These are rapists. These are murderers. These are master manipulators. They are, a cocaine line away from an impulsive push down the stairs. This is the person who might berate or devalue their child when the doors are closed, or become abusive physically when the doors are closed. So they are dangerous people. And quite honestly, the physical abuse reported to me by my clients, in their opinions, rarely is as bad as the psychological abuse. But yeah, in no better forum do we see the narcissist's ability to manipulate and cause injury than the family court system. Fortunately for me, I never had a child with an abusive partner. My son's father is phenomenal. We talk all the time, we engage, and we are blessed to have that experience. But there are plenty of children and families that are being currently traumatized by the family court system in America and internationally as well. So if you're listening to this and you are trying to co-parent with a narcissist, understand that they're going to continue to create chaos. This is just something they will always do. One of the things I would definitely offer up is stop trying to communicate with them and imagine they're going to think the way that you think. Stop trying to tell them what they need to be doing. Stop trying to give them information. Don't give them things like, please send little Johnny back with his snow boots. You're guaranteeing that little Johnny's not going to come back with his snow boots. You never want to give intel to the narcissist, ever. Every time you engage with them, you make yourself vulnerable because they're going to glean information from your communications and exploit it and use it against you, period. For sport. So you mustn't give them any intel. You have to minimize your contact when you're co-parenting as best as you can. I often tell my clients, try to make the communication you have with them only if the child is on fire. We sort of joke about it, but obviously that isn't realistic. There are times we're going to have to communicate, but try not to over engage with them. Try not to give them intel. Try to keep documents of everything that you're going through. And finally, when you are going to enter a family court system or going through a divorce with a narcissist, see if you can find an attorney that knows the players. This is all politics. So you might have the most skilled attorney in the world. I do, though, so you must have my attorney. But if you have a very skilled attorney, that is tremendous. However, in the family court system, it's really who you know. So see if you can, get on Facebook rooms and communicate with other people around who are the players, who is breaking bread with the judge in your district, in your county, in that courthouse. You have to sort of understand that this is politics. If it costs you more money to do so, it's going to pay you dividends in the end. But you have to find out who are the players, who's who in that district. That's really all I've learned as far as the family court system. It's just corrupt. So you have to pay attention to who's who in that district, and sort of then vet those people and make sure that they know the players, they know the judges, that they are either golfing, smoking cigars, going to dinner, attending events, and play it that way. You have to play the game. You can't be neutral on a moving train. I hope this is helpful. Have a tremendous weekend. Also, my book comes out September of this year, Narcissistic Abuse. You can pre-order it on Amazon now, and I will put the link. All right, take care.